Excuse me, sir. There's no smoking in the auditorium. You, right there, third row, green shirt. Do you not see my badge?
Yeah, let's...
Sir, I believe I asked you to stop smoking.
Yeah, I think we're good though.
Sir, I'm not going to ask you again.
Yeah, no, I think it's all right.
Do you see anyone else smoking?
Yeah, this one is.
This young gentleman is smoking right in front of you right now, sir.
Well, no, not right now.
Sir, you're lying. You're lying, sir.
I'm not lying.
Sir, just hand him a cigarette.
All right, relax.
I'm not going to, sir. Just, excuse me, I'm sorry.
Do you want to
Sir,
sir. Oh, if you want to
sir,
pop.
just hand it over, sir. Right there. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. No, I didn't know you wanted to pop. That's all you just had to ask. No worries, man. You're going to enjoy that. That's a good one. I actually have a whole pack.
Sir, take your seat. Enjoy the show.
Presenting His Majesty, the King!
What a wonderful evening.
What a wonderful evening.
Wonderful indeed, Your Majesty.
Truly inspiring, is it not?
Exactly so, madam. Exactly.
A wonderful evening now, and jolly hand of bridge later. What?
Indeed. How perfectly Your Majesty combines an innate sense of beauty with a natural desire for the game. What does he want? How big to ask?
My Lord Chamberlain, let him through. Let the people know we have their interests at heart.
Give him two for that wonderful evening.
Thank you.
Give him three. Let's do it in style.
Thank you.
Between 7 and 9 in the evening, great expansions of vitality, a growth of personality, excellent, if hazardous ideas. This is the time for bold plans and daring enterprise. Also for the affairs of the heart.
I see a rendezvous. I was just the same at your age. Let's leave him to it.
What a crushing bore. Flip it!
Look at this elegant and seductive siren.
Avanti, avanti, duty calls. It's different.
Auntie, duty calls.
Do you know the moment one looks at you, one is tempted to harm you in some way? To tie you up to the road, for instance, and to run at full speed, or to drive you in a sort of milk cart. I would like to trick you with a pin. It makes silly faces at you. You're like a red rag to a bull. You're provoking. You incense everyone. You drive people to distraction. It is your silence. The way you look offended. The sublime air of a proud queen. You are disdainful. You are soured. Arrogance and vinegar. I recognize that for everyone there is somewhere somebody capable of firing them to a white heat. You must be mine. You shall be mine. Simon and Cyprian, allow me to introduce you to this offended queen. She would say something spiteful if only she could think of something to say. This is not a laughing matter. I will marry her. I will marry her. I simply have to. She is my own turmoil. I will marry her.
You're going too fast and too far with this joke, Phillip.
Madam, you may be allowed to request your hand in marriage.
Good gracious. Good gracious.
Aha! Still here, Lord Phillip? I see you are having fun. Didn't I tell you my own flesh and blood? I told you, what? What did I say? Blood runs thicker than water. Like father, like son.
What is this from, my son?
Allow me, sir, to present my future wife.
Your what?
He is joking, of course.
I see. Just like his father, practical jokes are about the only thing I still enjoy these days. The funny thing is, the simpler the joke, the more it pleases me. I really don't know why. There are no jokes like the old jokes. What simpler they are, the better they make me feel.
Philippe.
This is not a joke.
But what is it then, Philippe, if it's not a joke?
It is my betrothal.
What?
We must keep our temper at all costs. We must proceed with tact. Would you mind looking at that tree over there? Philippe, you are putting her in an impossible position. You are putting us in an impossible position. You are putting yourself in an impossible position. Calmly, Ignatius.
Your Majesties, I can see that in your eyes that I have done something outrageous. That I, the prince of the blood, should be linked to a person like this.
Now you're talking sense.
I don't see it like that at all. I am not taking her because I have too little, but because I have too much. Surely this is not wrong, and I am not lowering myself.
Too little, too much. What do you mean, too much?
Am I not rich enough to take on this misery? Why, pray, should only prettiness attract me? Who says so? What is wrong with being ugly? Is there a law against it? Even if it were the law, I would not follow it blindly. I'm free.
You can't be serious, Phillip. Pride must have gone to your head. Why must you complicate quite simple things? You meet a pretty girl, you like her, you naturally, what? If, on the other hand, she isn't pretty, you equally naturally run as fast as you can. There's nothing complicated about it. It's the law of nature. As for myself, I follow it quite willingly, to be sure.
This law of nature seems to me stupid, vulgar, ridiculous, and unjust.
Are you bored, Phillip? Are you weary of your studies?
So your childhood games, tennis, bridge, polo, football, and dominoes?
Is it possible, if I may be allowed to put it somewhat plainly, that it is that very freedom of sexual behavior among your contemporaries which is the cause of your ennui, Your Highness?
To help with sexual freedom, I'm going to marry, that's all.
To marry indeed. I'll teach you long enough! You're insolent, Tommy! I'll curse you! Cast you out! I will do it! I'll clap and iron, throw him out into the street!
Ignatius, you would cause such a scandal if you did anything rash.
Her misfortunes have moved. Is that what you think?
Your Highness, the Queen is so right. Besides his his natural generosity. It is a generous thing, sire. It is a noble thing. Don't you see, sire? Unless we call it a generous deed, it is a scandalous one, and surely as 2 and 2 makes 4. Now, you know, sire, how obstinate Prince Philip can be. We must avoid scandal at all costs.
Philippe.
Members of the court. Fred. Let us admit that his actions were well intentioned. Although very of course. What?
Yes, rash.
Very rash.
Very rash. But well-intentioned.
Very well-intentioned. Very well-intentioned.
Very well-intentioned.
Generosity. What?
It isn't generosity at all.
But it is. Philippe, dear, do not interrupt. We know best. In recognition of your goodness, we will allow you to present your fiancée to us. The way she bears misfortune has appealed to our best, most refined feelings. It has indeed affected us deeply. We shall receive her at the palace as one equal to the highest in the land. This, we are sure, will not bring discredit on our house, but indeed exalt it. Sweet creature. We will be mother and father to you. We are delighted with the truly evangelical spirit of our son. We respect his choice. Philippe, no retreat. Upwards and onwards forever.
Upwards. Onwards. I suppose you could put it like that?
felt so self-assured, so splendid, so brilliant. Apparently, it is necessary to find someone truly inferior to appreciate one's own excellence. To be a prince in name is nothing. To be a prince in essence, it's heaven. It's pure joy. I am floating on air. And now, to our splendid folly, our magnificent distraction. Madam, could you be prevailed upon to speak? Silence, silence. Why are you like this?
No answer. Offended.
Offended.
Perhaps not offended. Just scared.
A little overwhelmed? Well, can't you answer?
She can't. She is feeling offended after all.
Madam, please be kind enough to explain to us your mechanism. You're not all that stupid.
She's not stupid. She's in a stupid situation.
It's an absolutely hellish combination. An infernal dialectic. You can see, can't you? For all she keeps as silent as the grave, she herself has figured it all out. There's a system in it. It's a method, a perpetuum mobile.
Do say something. Speak, madam. Speak.
Do you write poetry? Elegies, epitaphs? However bad they are, I would recite them with enthusiasm, I swear. Oh, couldn't you give me something to build on? Do you in fact write poetry?
She despises it.
Do you believe in God? Do you pray? Do you kneel?
Yes.
Oh, at last! A miracle. Glory be to God. But why with such contempt? You can't speak with contempt about the God you believe in.
It is beyond me.
Well,
What is she doing?
what?
Phillip,
What is she
she's
doing?
making eyes at you.
Oh, she couldn't.
Look. She is eating you up with her eyes. Passionately, damn it. She's squirming her way towards you. This weakness is lusting, seething with desire.
She is shameless. It is a scandal and a disgrace. How dare you fasten upon me, you worm, you
Phillip,
maggot.
stop it.
Oh, it's unbearable. I can't stand it. It's offensive. You are offending
Your
me.
Highness!
Your Highness.
Your Highness!
Your Highness.
Your Highness, we have visitors.
Your Highness, we have visitors.
The Lord Chamberlain and ladies.
Ivona, darling. I'm delighted to be able to present you to my future wife.
Congratulations!
My dear, overcome your shyness and say something. These ladies and gentlemen belong to the best society. Don't be afraid of them as if they were cannibals or chimpanzees from Borneo.
I must leave, I'm afraid. I have just remembered an appointment. Your Highness will excuse me?
I have to go as well. Your Highness will forgive me.
I have an appointment as well.
I have an appointment too.
Don't go yet.
It's time, Your Highness.
It is time for us to go.
It's time for us to go.
Excuse me? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I only wanted to say that this is vile.
What is vile?
Vile and mean. I'm sorry. I must sit down.
Wait a moment. You said something was vile and mean.
I'm sorry. I just got carried away. Forgive me, Your Highness. Forget about it.
Don't be so mysterious, mister. Mister.
I love her. I came with her. I love her, and that is why I got carried away and started protesting.
You love her.
There is nothing left, but to be honest, I'm not denying that our love is a consolation prize. I have as much success with women as she with men, but all the same, I'm jealous, and I have a right to show it. You've fallen in love, haven't you? With him. Him.
Get out. Go.
She is in love with you.
Spoke, you heard.
I am going.
I existed on my own, by myself, and you loved me. I must love you.
She reminds me of you.
Of me.
There's no need to stare. Hang it all, Margaret. I'm sorry. But can you imagine? I can't even look at the poor girl without thinking of you. The way Ivona moves. Sloppy. Groping. Fumbling. Makes me think of you. Oh, floppy. And undone.
She reminds you of me. I'm done.
Exactly. Exactly what you're thinking. Say it. Say it to me.
You are forgetting yourself.
On the contrary, I am remembering. I am remembering all sorts of things. Soon, I will remember everything.
Your Majesty, stop titivating yourself.
Your Majesty.
You are doing it all the time. Since this unfortunate creature appeared. Come here now, girl. I must ask you something.
Majesty.
Look at me. Admit it. You have told somebody. You have been prattling about my poems. Admit it. You couldn't keep the secret any longer, and you told them.
Majesty,
Look. Tell me frankly, as if I weren't the queen. I'm releasing you, temporarily, of course, from all the deference due to me. When you look at Ivona, does anyone else come to mind? No association? The way she walks, for instance. The way she looks, her general behavior. Do they remind you of somebody? Some affinity? Do you think that a malicious person could see some link between her and my poetry? My own intimate feelings I put in it.
Your poetry, Your Majesty,
The disastrous, the cursed poetry. The world is far too vulgar. Disastrous ecstasies, fatal reveries, pernicious confidences. Why did he say floppy? If he had not read it, he would not use the word. Are my rhymes so naked, so undone? Undone. Oh, horrible word. But you are not telling the truth. Swear. Swear by the light. This is of the utmost gravity. Swear properly. Kneel down and take an oath. Repeat after me. I swear.
Yes, it is me, all right. What the hell are you doing here?
Nothing?
You're, probably wondering what I'm doing in this room. Seems the fashion these days to wonder. I'm, hiding, you see. I'm hiding. I'm laying in ambush.
Ambush, sire? For whom?
Nobody in particular. Ambush for fun. But what the hell are you doing here? Moving the furniture over there.
Just to
what?
I'm trying to make things a little difficult.
Difficult.
For instance, it's a little difficult to sit down if the furniture is put over there.
Ah, so she has got your back up as well.
Your Majesty, I am a man of this world and of certain standing, and I abhor all this impudence, this insolence, all this dissipation that's sprouting up everywhere. It goes
Yes, insolence, dissipation. Do you remember, old friend?
I don't want to remember anything.
Yes, dissipation increasing. Well, but what if I jump from behind as she passes and spring at her and frighten her? One can do it to her, one can do anything to her. Spring at her and frighten her, strangle her, kill her. We have killed one before, after all.
Your Majesty, this is out of the question. Heaven help us. As it is, this court is already seething with gossip and intrigue, and now the cabinet, your Royal Majesty, popping out from behind. The need for tact and savoir-faire has never been greater than in present circumstances. Your Majesties are giving a banquet to celebrate this deplorable betrothal. Now, if we served fish at this banquet, say a fish full of bones, pike, for instance, you know, it's in season now. One can serve it in cream sauce.
Pike.
Pike!
What do you mean, pike?
Your Majesty, pike served at an official banquet. Now, I don't know whether you've noticed that she is even more, lost when there are many people around. And pike is such a difficult fish to eat. It's so full of bones. And at an official banquet, with so many people there, wouldn't it be an easy thing to choke on?
My Lord Chamberlain, it sounds silly. Pike?
I know it sounds silly. I wouldn't be telling you about it, sire, if it weren't. And say if by mere chance such a silly accident did occur, what could we possibly have to do with such silliness? Just pike.
But why pike?
Pike.
Why not carp?
But pike.
It shall be carp,
Pike.
Lord Chamberlain.
Pike.
Why not carp?
Pike!
Or eel?
Pike!
I suppose pike will do from above. Storm her from above.
Yes, indeed, Your Majesty. Charging at her in full regalia.
Yes. Yes. Full regalia, plenty of light, lots of people, magnificent clothing, splendor, grand glory, and then one battle cry from above and she's had it. She'll choke to death for sure. No one will be any the wiser because it's too silly. We will kill her from above, not from below. In the grand manner, royally we will kill her. Shh. Thank you. Get down.
I'm alone. Yes. I am alone. Alone. Nobody knows the secrets of my bosom. Nobody. Nobody knows my bosom at all. To you, my little notebook's reams, my trust, my reveries and dreams, my chaste thoughts are here for you. Nobody guesses this is true. Nobody guesses indeed. How terrible it is. How terrible. Let nobody guess. Let us read on. Let these words strengthen our determination to do the terrible deed. My people, you see me on the throne. You see me when my crown is on. You do not know what fumbles inside. Perhaps you think it's only pride. In fact, in that too rich a frame, I grope towards another name. Undone within, royal outside, I would rather be a floppy bride. I want to be free as a bird on the wing, so that my verses may better sing. Oh, suppleness. Oh, pliability. Oh, I must burn this. Destroy it. It's terrifying. And I wrote it. It's mine, and whatever happens, it still is mine. I see now the whole horror of it. Ignatius has read it. I see the likeness. I do. As she slobbers, gropes, and stumbles. She is herself a terrifying allusion to my poetry. She is the informer, the betrayer. It's mine. Oh, how she has dragged it all out into the open. How she has exposed it. Anyone who looks at her will discover that likeness to Margaret. Anyone who has seen her will know me as I really am, just as if you read my most intimate lines. Enough. She must perish. Margaret, you have to put her to death. Queen. No, I can't go on like this. I can't with my ordinary self, and I'm about to do murder. I must change. Get my hair disheveled, at least not too much, nothing ostentatious, just enough to effect a change. Like this. Shall I go so disheveled? But that may betray you if anybody should catch you with your hair all over the place. Stop talking to yourself! I am sure she also talks to herself. Margaret, stop talking to yourself. It may give you away. I can't go on like this. I must bring all my ugliness into the open before I'm ready to go. Stop talking to yourself! Somebody will hear you. I can't stop talking to myself. Do all murderers talk to themselves before the act? There is something odd, abnormal about this room, a sort of venomous disorder. A twisted mouth, Margaret, that's what is needed. That's better. Let us go now, you and I together. But am I not going alone? Twist your mouth more. Let us go. Remember all your lines and go. Remember all your pliable reveries and go. Remember the suppleness, the secret striving suppleness and go. I am going.
Margaret. Show it to me.
I have caught you red-handed. Let me see it.
I want all your secret sins.
I won't let you, Ignatius. I forbid it.
Now, quiet, for goodness sake.
It will be all right. Do you think I would do it as you planned? Humbly from below? Not on your life. I will kill her in style, in majesty, with a battle cry again, so stupidly that no one will be any the wiser. Margaret, murder has to be high-handed and not done meekly, cap in hand. Now go and wash yourself. You are looking a sight. And get that banquet going. It is getting late. Do you have pike from the hors d'oeuvres, by the way? I should like pike myself with a nice cream sauce. Jolly good fish, Pike. Special. What?
Pike? Pike? He has gone mad.
Won't do, Tom. I haven't gone mad. Give us pike as I tell you.
Madam, makes an excellent hors d'oeuvre. I can't see any reason why one shouldn't serve pike.
I'm not going to serve pike. Don't drive me out of my mind. I'm not going to do anything of the sort. Why, pike, it's unheard of, the whole thing.
am a sinner. I can do anything, and you tremble before me, for I am a sinner. I am the king of sin, get that? I am the king of rot and sin, of rape and groan. Enough poetry, pliability, flexibility. You are not a chicken. You are a lady, the queen. You should not flop. The others have to bend, not you. Go and wash yourself. You are looking like nothing on earth. You have to put on a first-class performance. Get the guests and the food, and don't worry about the rest. I'll deal with that. And remember, grandly, grandly, royally, 1, 2, 3, majesty. Now go. Bow to me.
Sire.
I need you to bow.
Someone is coming.
What is all this?
Nothing. It is only the banquet. Let me greet you all. Come in. Come in.
Your Majesty!
Your Majesty, Your Majesty.
Your Majesty!
Come in. We are delighted. And now, down to it. Let the superior gnaw at the inferior, and the inferior at the superior. Or rather, let the superior draw out of the inferior the rightful pride, and the inferior out of the superior the stimulus and incentive toward more fruitful efforts and noble rivalry. And finally, let me just ask you to place my future daughter-in-law over here, as it is indeed in her honor that we are giving this banquet. Phillip. As we have said, we are giving this modest but elegant entertainment to celebrate the violent end. I mean, the happy betrothal of our future daughter-in-law. We have decided that it would be fitting to grace the occasion by bestowing upon her the title of Princess of Burgundia. In partibus infidelium, of course. She is the center of tonight's festivities. How nicely she acknowledges it all.
Your Majesty!
Your Majesty.
Your Majesty!
Your Majesty.
I think.
Getting on a little, but very, very distinguished, I think, especially in this sauce. I find distinction much more important than what is normally described as poetry, don't you? Perhaps I'm not sentimental enough, but I really can't stand all that poetic diction, birds, songs, and the rest of it. It is all too childish, and I much prefer truly mature pursuits becoming to a lady of my position, a lady pure sang.
Thank you. This fish looks fairly ordinary enough at the first glance. But how truly aristocratic it is in its very essence. What a splendid sauce. It's like cream, and yet different, and so superior. The taste is piquant, sharp, brilliant, paradoxical, and paradisial. Thank you.
Don't you like it? Don't you?
You must be suffering from a singular lack of appetite, madam.
If you're not careful with this fish, you might choke. A pike like this seems innocent enough. Sometimes.
As His Majesty has just been kind enough to observe, one should be careful when eating pike, or one may choke. It's dangerous. It's a difficult fish.
Dangerous, I say.
Eh bien, Yvon, vous ne mangez pas, ma chère?
You despise it? The pike of His Majesty is not good enough for you?
What does this behavior mean? She has choked. A bone in her throat. A bone, I say.
Help!
Water. Thump her on the back.
Help! The unfortunate maid. Oh, what a thing!
Catastrophe. Kaput.
Dead.
Dead? Choked on a bone. Bone.
Ignatius, we must start thinking about the court mourning. You haven't got a suitable suit. You have put on weight and they are all too small.
I haven't, have I? Well, I will get one.
Yes, but you must send for the tailor straight away.
Tailor. Yes. Solomon the tailor. Men's outfitters. Dead. I mean really dead.
We shall all die.
Do something. One must do something. One must say something.
Wait. I will kneel.
Of course. That is right. One should kneel.